You're standing in a coin shop on a Saturday morning. In the glass case next to old silver rounds and gold coins sits something new heavy. Gold-plated silver Bible, the shop owner says. These just came in. Everybody online is talking about them. On TikTok and YouTube Shorts, these Bibles are blowing up. Short clips show people unboxing them, holding them up to the camera and saying, "This is how I'm protecting my family." At first glance, it looks serious. Heavy metal, religious symbol, big words like protection and wealth. But most of the people going viral with these Bibles don't have a single boring tube of silver rounds sitting quietly in a safe. In this story, we're going to look at what gold-plated silver Bibles really reveal about today's stacking culture. And we're going to talk about why the quiet, ordinary worker with the old car and the hidden safe is still building a different kind of wealth than the person chasing virality. To understand why these metal Bibles are blowing up, we have to talk about three things. Meaning, protection, and the feeling of doing something when the system feels unstable. When headlines scream about debt, inflation, and resets, most people don't reach for spreadsheets. They reach for symbols, objects that feel holy, heavy, and permanent, even if they don't understand the math behind them. A gold-plated silver Bible sits right in that space. It looks like faith. It looks like protection. It looks like action. But in stacking, there's a hard rule. If you can't count it, you probably don't own it. That's where the quiet stacker lives. The ordinary worker with the old car and the hidden safe doesn't buy protection because it looks impressive on camera. He buys protection because it quietly changes his position when nobody is watching. Let me introduce you to one of those workers. We'll call him Luis. Old car in the parking lot. Second-hand shirt. Quiet seat in the corner of the break room. On one lunch break, Luis scrolls past a viral video of a gold-plated silver Bible. The title says, "This is how my family survives the collapse." The music is dramatic. The lighting is moody. The message is simple. Buy this, and you're protected. Luis pauses the video and does something most viewers never do. He does the math. He checks the price, the actual silver content, and the premium above melt, and realizes he's being sold a feeling, not a position. Luis closes the tab and walks into the coin shop after work. No camera, no ring light, no thumbnails, just a brown paper bag and a quiet decision. Inside the bag are boring silver round Zeno religious symbols. No viral packaging, just ounces. Viral stacking content is built around the signal. Real stacking is built around the substance. If you're new here, I'm the Stack Guy, and on this channel, we break down real physical wealth versus internet hype. Signal lives on the screen, gold colors, dramatic fonts, heroic music. Substance lives in places cameras don't usually go. Inside safes, inside ledgers, inside boring Tuesday routines. Real stackers don't confuse the two. They may appreciate symbols, but they never mistake a symbol for a stack. The quiet stacker's Bible isn't printed on metal. It's written in his ledger. Every line in that notebook is a verse about discipline, patience, and privacy. His real title card isn't a viral thumbnail, it's a quiet balance between visible life and invisible wealth. On the outside, he still looks average. Inside, his position has changed. The bank app doesn't tell the whole story anymore. His boss's mood doesn't control his rent anymore. His family still sees paper plates and old furniture, but somewhere in the house, a quiet safe tells a different story. Luis isn't an exception. He's the blueprint, an ordinary worker, driving an average car, carrying out a quiet strategy. Building private, physical wealth right under everyone's nose. He doesn't stack for impressions. He stacks for options. Gold-plated silver Bibles fit right into that message, but mostly as a test. They test whether you're stacking for the internet or stacking for your future self. If nobody ever saw that Bible, would you still buy it? If the answer is yes, you're probably closer to a real stacker than you think. If the answer is no, it's probably not stacking its content. Real stackers measure protection in ounces, not aesthetics. They don't need a Bible made of metal to feel protected. They need a stack that quietly matches the risks they actually face. And here's the part that makes this whole topic uncomfortable. For some people, a gold-plated silver Bible is the first time they ever touched real metal. They grew up with digital balances, plastic cards, and password-protected numbers. Holding a physical Bible bar feels like stepping out of that world for the first time. The question isn't whether that feeling is real. It is. The question is whether that feeling actually moves them toward freedom. Freedom doesn't come from one symbolic purchase. It comes from a long series of ordinary sacrifices. The quiet stacker isn't defined by the one object in the safe. He's defined by the pattern that filled it.